always. So yeah, without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this right here.
Whether they're artists, athletes, entrepreneurs, politicians, activists, or simply folks you need to know, we've got the line to the movers and shakers of DC, Maryland, Virginia, and beyond. This is 15 minutes of game on the Balancing Act Radio Show.
And I see you, ADST. Appreciate you for tapping in with us as well, good brother. You know what I'm saying? Another Team Bars supporter, strong supporter right there, and always supplying us with that heat with the artist that he represents. Our defending unsung hero of the year. So shout out to ADST. But we got the homie DeShawn in the building once again.
Yo, what's good? Yo, I also like to say that all of those tracks you played, I loved them. They was good. It was a vibe. And I was just saying to my people here, I got on my live as well, that I was giving you a salute because you're one of the only people I know on your platform. You have like good women, like empowerment, and they songs is killing it. And you know, it's not all about what's on, you know, the mainstream media, but you're giving a lot of exposure and showing a lot of love, you know, for all of these people that's putting in their good work and creativity. So I was just giving you, you know, a little salute on that too.
We definitely appreciate that, you know, like, and we pride ourselves, and really, I mean, that's why we're called the Balancing Act Radio Show. You know, what is not there in the mainstream media, we do our best to seek to strike that balance, whether, you know what I'm saying, you're talking about the representation of women, you know what I'm saying, and women who are, you know, talking about different things, and the same thing with the men, you know, like, I mean, what I appreciate about your music, like just really focusing on you, is that you really seek to be the change. You know, like your music is very uplifting. It speaks life into people, you know, and I mean, it's represented well on Long Time Coming, man. You know what I'm saying? I mean, dope album, front to back, dope album. You know what I'm saying? Like it made me proud because I mean, I remember when we first had the conversation, I think you were, you know, talking about the album being in the works, but then to actually hear it last year, man, it was well put together, man.
Yeah, man, thank you. I appreciate it. And I think around that time I had like 2 songs.
I think so.
Recorded and done. And you know, it actually being able to get on, man, the interview that I had with you was a lot of motivation. It helped me keep moving forward, which I needed to do anyway, but it just helped keep me going. And man, it's just a memoir of my life. You know, that's something that that's like my testimony. You know, when I say it's real life, when I speak, you know, it's more than just a tag. Like, that's what I plan to do. I plan to deliver real life to an individual. I plan to inspire you. I plan to, you know, let you hear what I've been through, and hopefully it motivates you to where you could not have to go through that same type of situation in life.
Right. Yeah. I mean, it's a lot of life in there. You know, like, it's not anything negative. Like, it's all like, you know, I listen to it and I feel empowered. And I feel like those are my favorite albums and my favorite artists, period, to listen to. When I listen to it, I don't feel a heaviness. I feel like a weight really has been lifted off of me whenever I listen to somebody like you. So, I mean, let's dig into the album, man. I mean, first and foremost, I'm always enamored when an artist gets it right with the imagery. You know what I'm saying? With the cover art. And there's some powerful cover art on the Long Time Coming album cover. I mean, like, you got these images, like these African images, and there's like strong images, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like you see like people in the picture, like they're making these pilgrimages, you know what I'm saying? Whether it's on foot, whether it's on horseback, you know what I'm saying? I mean, even the subtleties that are there in the cover art are powerful. So, I mean, talk about why that was important for you to have that imaging with this album, and, you know, like how it really connects to the theme and the things you were talking about on the album as well.
So it applies for visualization, and also is going to raise a question. So the question that you asked me, a lot of people ask me, but it goes into what I've been learning lately. So I've been learning a lot about our history pre-slavery. When they say we was kings and queens, and, you know, no one can explain that. So they say, oh, your people came off the ship. That's where your ancestors came from. No, that's not what happened. So before 1700s and everything else that was going on, the Asiatic man and woman, we were here on planet Earth, and we were amazing. We were beautiful. We were not slaves. We were architects. We were teachers. We were mathematicians. We were builders. We did amazing things. I've been tapping to a lot of that energy, and it's been giving me a lot of, insight on myself and things about myself I've been learning. Sometimes they say you got to go back to move forward. Yes. So, that's why they say we always like living in the past, but not necessarily like it's hindering us. It's supposed to let us remember who we are. Absolutely. Because right now, in this day and age, what's going on, the way the society got it looking, people don't know who they are. They're being told who they are. They're being told what to do. They're being told who you were. Hence, they never find out who they really are. So I've been tapping into that information to make sure within myself, like I'm solid within myself. I walk who I am and stand on my truth. And that's why I speak how I speak and make that type of music. That's who I am as a person in life. Yeah. I also have a child, so I wanted to make sure my daughter knew that, and she wouldn't get tricked off the block by no business out here, by nobody whispering sweet nothing in her ears, or being tricked by something shining looking like gold, but it's not. So that was just me learning the history and me putting a controversial image, but also a positive image, because it's the heads of Timbuktu. It's in the mountains, where people went and did pilgrimages. And as you see, it's people that look like all of us. Not saying, right now and doing business and showing love, everybody ain't the thing. That's definitely the thing. Showing love, everybody's the thing. But that image showed us doing it together. And that was the temple where they say that Mansa Musa had put his land in recognition, because Mansa Musa was the richest man ever in history. And he would travel and do pilgrimages, and he would gift people, and he was giving so much gold, it broke down like economies. When's the last time we had a person that looked like us that was out here doing something like that?
Right.
That's the imagery I wanted to show. Yeah. I wanted to show us with enrichment. I wanted to show something positive. I wanted to show something that'll make you think about it. You gotta go tap into that research and see why I did that, or where that place is.
Right. Yeah, and that's powerful, because I think that's important, because and I mention this from time to time in terms of like the idea of the griot, and how the griot passes certain information down to to the future generations or the existing generations. You know what I'm saying? It's a way to keep that information going. And I feel like when you have an album cover like yours and you break it down the way that you just broke it down, it really makes people curious. You know what I'm saying? It really makes people go and do the research, go and look deeper behind the surface of what, we've been told in terms of what our history is, who we are. It's very, it's very important to do that. So, like I'm honestly glad that you represented that on your album cover. It really puts me in the mind, like just kind of thinking about, if you think about those great Earth, Wind and Fire covers, like they had a lot of that same type of energy and imagery on their album covers. That's why like it really struck me, because it's like, okay, this brother is hip. You know what I'm saying? He knows. And when you see that enlightenment, in newer artists, it really makes you hopeful for the future, especially with, more artists like yourself, rising to the top and being put at the forefront, so. Yeah,
and I appreciate that. And I like that you spoke about the energy, because all of that ties into the same thing. Like, we created music. Music was made of sounds. Even your voice carry a trajectory in the sound. That's coming from your soul. That's why they call it soul music. But sounds are healing. Sounds are meant for healing. Or it could be detrimental to you. So if you're making music, which is created by these sounds, which is some type of megahertz, or what you speaking from your soul, it's all about who you are. What am I doing? Am I giving healing, or am I not? That's why I tailor my music that type of way. I'm going to give a lesson, and I'm trying to get some healing.
Right, for sure. That's respect right there. Definitely respect that. Shout out to Lady C. She had quite a few comments while we were rapping. She said, big facts. Appreciate that, Rod DeShawn. We do real hip hop music over here. Said, preach. And then said, that's beautiful, and we need more of that in the mainstream. Absolutely. And that's one of the biggest reasons why we do what we do, because we don't see it in the mainstream. And you know, a lot of times we have to create the lanes in order to have that representation. That we can't always depend on, you know what I'm saying, other people to represent it for us, because honestly, you know, I hate to say it, but they're not going to represent it because they don't want to see that. You know, unfortunately.
We just gotta do it.
Right, exactly. So, you know, we have to create those lanes, but you know, it would be nice to see it in the mainstream. And then there were three.
Hey.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning. I do apologize. Life swing things at you, but you know, I gotta my catcher's glove is a little bit big.
That's all right, brother. It's still good to see you, man. How you doing today?
I'm doing great. About you?
I'm doing great, man. Amazing. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
I ain't mean to cut in. Like I said, let's go. Let's TTG. Let's rock.
Yes, indeed. Well, welcome, brother. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate you jumping in with us. But yeah, I wanted to, you know, of course, we got to break down some bars, man. You got a lot of bars on this album. And I'm going to switch it around because I'm going to feed off of what you just said. You know, the whole thing about, you know, giving life, like on the song Breakthrough, when you say, you know, when I'm giving life through these verses, I'm breaking spells and generation curses, a breakthrough. I risk it all because it's worth it. And you don't know the mental balance, self-doubt I had to break through. You know, like talk about actually, you know, this is where we're going to start, because we were talking about mainstream, you know, and how we don't see certain things represented there. But specifically speak to the importance of breaking spells and generational curses as it pertains to like how a lot of artists have glorified a lot of the unsavory parts of like human existence for profit. You know what I'm saying? Like, how do you feel like your music is doing that? How is it affected? You know, like how is a lot of that negative energy, how do you feel like that's affected the collective psyche of the masses, and really how your music provides an alternative to that?
I feel like, man, it's very deep rooted. It's been systematically portrayed through our family relationships. It's been systematically put in through our abilities to get finances and information, and our schools. You know, we got late information on our schools, outdated information, things that is not true. And that's a curse. That's anything that's overt you from the truth. That's something that's bad. That's a curse, you know? So I feel like these things that has been implemented has affected our communities, affected our households directly, affected us financially, affected our psychology of how we think, how we speak, how we look at each other. You know, you walking past another person on the block and you got to tense up or think in your mind like, damn, I might have to fight him or something like that. You know, excuse my language, but it's like, what's that thought? Why is your first thought negative? There's people out here that's living an amazing life that never had that type of thought or trauma. I think that trauma was beat and put and instilled into some of our ancestors and taught. Well, some people just got hate in their blood. You know, I can't say that somebody taught everybody this, but that, you know, that thing that make people work against each other, that's ridiculous. That's crazy. We all supposed to move as a unit, you know. They say we use 10% of our mind. Well, if we got 10 people, we moving as a team. Everybody good at what they do. We got a specific thing for the one greater whole. Well, we make it extra big, you know. That's how we take out, the big shark by being a small fish at a time. You know, everybody come together. But getting back into the psychology of everything, how my music applies to it, is I seen how it affected my life, and I watched my community growing up. I learned from people who did things that I didn't have to do because I seen them do it and go through that problem before I went into it. I was one of those visual type people. So I didn't have to put my hand on the fire and know it was hot. I seen the people doing what they was doing. It was like, you know, let me just cut through this door and maybe this will get me to this desired manner. But just like the music, what I'm saying is I'm speaking about morality. I'm putting the truth of, you know, I put my heart on the line, put my thoughts, my ability to be vulnerable, you know, because out here, this world is vicious. You know, people could love it or people they gonna talk bad, extra crazy about it. But you know what? I didn't even matter. None of that even mattered. And that's something that we need to do. We all need to get back to a sense of morality. We all need to be true within ourselves, see how we treat people, how we treat ourselves. A lot of people don't even treat themselves good. How can you be good to somebody else if you don't even know how to treat yourself, first of all? And that comes down to you learning it and knowing about yourself.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a system set up to where we got to fight against our family. We got to fight against our jobs. We don't really like what we're working, what we're doing, but some people do. Let me not say that. Some people do.
Mm-hmm.
But you got to create your own way of life. And there's a way set up to where if you weren't told who you are and that you're strong and that you encouraged, and this is a way that you can live and follow your dreams, do what you can do, there's a system made for you already.
Right.
And it's going to take you through life, debt, jail, or kill.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the plan. That's their plan.
Right.
Instead of you creating your life and living it the way you want it to be.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's powerful, man. That's powerful. I mean, you dropped a ton of gems, you know what I'm saying? Just in that block right there. And I mean, it's all truth that we know, you know what I'm saying? But some of us don't realize that that's what's happening, and then others of us do realize that's what's happening and still kind of sort of stand in these doldrums of you know, like what the norm is, you know, like it's staying in the trap or choosing to stay in the trap, you know what I'm saying, or choosing to be a victim of the trap versus a victor in spite of it, you know what I'm saying? So
well, that's because of group thought. And a lot of people, if you learn from the story of Jesus, you know, when you start doing the right thing, people ain't gonna like you.
Right, that's true.
When you tell your homeboy, like, hey bro, you wrong for that. Don't do that. That's wrong. He'll be looking at you like, bro, is you crazy?
Yeah.
And then the other 10 people that's doing the same thing, but like, oh, you judging us now. No, I ain't judging you. I love y'all. And it's the fact that I really love y'all that I'm able to tell y'all the truth.
Right.
Because what we've been doing been wrong for a long time. And it's time to do it right.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, man. I mean, just absolutely powerful, man. Like I can't even express it enough. And just to hear you talk about it so eloquently, you know, so it's not a surprise because we've had this conversation before, but it's just an extension and really building upon, you know, the things that we discussed the last time, you know what I'm saying? But to see it put in album form and put in a way, and I want to make sure that I say this, put in a way that doesn't go over people's heads, you know what I'm saying? Doesn't talk at people, it talks to people, you know what I'm saying? Like you write, and you kind of sort of said it, I forget exactly how you said it in Rainy Days, but basically like a king yourself, but still walk among the people. You know what I'm saying? Like show love to my people. Like it's that mentality. Like you recognize who you are, but you want everybody to recognize just how powerful they are as well, because it doesn't mean anything if only one of us realizes about ourselves and we don't pass that information on to somebody else, and we don't try to bring them where where we are, you know what I'm saying, because we're more powerful together. Now granted, everybody has their journey, and a lot of times it takes longer for certain people to get to that particular part of their life if they ever get there. But at the same time, you know what I'm saying, the fact that that means so much to you, I mean, it's powerful, bro, you know what I'm saying? So
absolutely, because you know, I mean, it ain't just one king. We all kings, you know.
Exactly.
And you know what? We can all break this curse together and move and be the best we can be when we realize that, and we encourage that, and we enforce that, you know, to each other. If I just go off and be great and just, you know, go and be the man, well, then that's just selfish of me. I get it. If some people ain't ready in life, you do have to go and do what you have to do so you can become great and become who you are. But when you become who you are, you become great and go to that realization. It is a duty. It's a responsibility,
right,
to go back and help and tell these people too, because that's what they call the walking dead. It's like your soul is not alive. You're literally in limbo, floating in life and spirituality until your soul is awakened. And that's using your mind. And when you're able to use it and create and think, and you know, you're doing what you're supposed to do in life, now you really, you know, awake and living. That's what they call the woke people. Like, I can't stand that quote anyway, but it's all right. I get it. But yeah, that's when you're really alive. Some people are living but not alive. They're the walking dead, bro. They just letting life happen to them.
Right.
And We here to happen to life, not letting life happen
I
to us.
love that. I love that. I love that. Yeah, that's it right there. Yeah, man. Couple comments before we keep it moving. Nika Ladine, she said definitely with the EWF vibes, talking about the album cover. Fantasy definitely comes to mind. And then she said, I adopt people based on their energy. Rod is officially family.
Hey,
So
thank you.
yeah. She was definitely one of many people excited about our conversation with you today, bro. But yeah, I mean, but not only do you have long time coming out, still
Mhm.
bubbling, still doing this thing, but now you got another mixtape coming out, Prosperity. You know what I'm
Oh
saying?
yeah,
So,
man.
talk.
Prosperity is. I'm sorry, my bad.
Oh no, I was just gonna say, like what I was gonna say, like everybody talks about prosperity from different vantage points, so what is your
Uh-huh.
definition of it, like your personal definition of it, and how do you plan on representing that on this mixtape?
My personal definition of prosperity, it's actually an energy. It's not a thing you can touch. It's not
Mm,
something you
mm,
can say you claim you have or amount of money you say you made. Prosperity is something within you that drives you. It's that energy. It's that I'm not quitting. I'm not about to lay down and die, you
yeah,
know, and everything's so bad because you become solution oriented. Now, to be solution oriented, that means that you have to take responsibility for things that's happening in your life. You got to look
mm-hmm,
at it. You got to be aware of what's going on. You got to say, I accept this or I don't. And if I
yeah,
don't, this is how I'm about to move to make this life how I want it to be.
yeah,
Now, that type of drive, it take a lot to have that type of drive. And it's not
mm-hmm,
nothing special. Everybody got it. It's just sometimes life happens, and get discouraged. Like you said, how you listen to music earlier, you say it feel heavy, like it's weighing down on you.
yeah,
That happens in a lot of situations. That happens when you talk to people. That happens at work. That happens just regular thoughts, like some of our thoughts. But to be able to overpower those thoughts and to have
yeah,
that mindset and have that vibe, that's prosperity.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm. That's it right there. That's it.
So I
Yeah,
apply that to the music because even through, like they say, the pandemic or lost wages or, rest in peace, man, all the people that have passed away within this time,
yeah,
I got that energy to keep me moving. Like it's
mm,
nothing's about to stop me. No financial situation, no relationship, friendship. If it's something I don't have, I'm gonna go get it.
mm-hmm, yeah, yeah.
That's that prosperity to me.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that's that. Speaks volumes, definitely speaks volumes. And one of the songs that and I kind of alluded to this, Rainy Days. Like this is
Hmm.
the first song like you plan on putting out a video for it and a single out for it.
Hmm.
Of course, I mean you sent us an advanced copy of it, and what I'm saying, I know we're gonna hear a snippet of it shortly, but these lines really stood out to me. I mean, really the theme of the song, like the rain theme, like the video itself. And thank you for sending us a sneak peek of the video as well. Like it has the rain theme in it, but the lines that or a couple of the lines that stuck out to me among many was kick game to my peers until their ears start bleeding,
It's
till their
hard.
heart pump different. When they start to believing, I ain't better than the next man, I'm better than my prequel. Like that part right there is that just that last line, I'm better than my prequel, you
Hmm.
know what I mean? Now given like the rain theme that's represented not only, what I'm saying, like what you talking about, but like in the sample of the song as well, what I'm saying,
Uh-huh.
got the Ashanti sample in the background, which is dope. And then like just pulling in the video as well, like talk about the significance of water in relation to psychological cleansing, what I'm saying, of self, spiritual cleansing of self, and really just improving oneself to do exactly what you're saying. I'm better than my prequel.
Hmm. Water is an important element, if not one of the most important. First off, we're 70% of water.
Mm-hmm.
So, we're just floating inside of this sack of flesh. That's a gem right there. You are floating inside of this sack of flesh. You're not who they say you are. You're not a label. You're a soul. Water is important. It's the only thing that purifies us. You know, you can go 3 days without eating. You can go 3 days without water. When you go take a shower, get you clean. How you get clean? Water.
Mm-hmm.
Water.
Mm-hmm.
You know, everything, man. So it's even the air. You know, the condensed air molecules, what you breathing, just because we can't see it don't mean it ain't water. It's evaporated.
Right.
But
Mm-hmm.
it goes with the rainy day thing and the Ashanti because I'm gonna lie. I'm gonna just give y'all this off the bat. So I was gonna do this video and kind of coattail off of the Ashanti and Keisha Cole like little verses challenge.
Yeah.
So like, you know, I gotta find someone to be involved. I ain't big enough to get the verses, but okay, maybe, you know, during this time while these people is about to do this challenge, I take a sample of one of their songs, bam, you know, put it on there and get a lot of love, you know, which it didn't end up happening, but that's cool. You know, honestly, I end up still making a song, making a video anyway. And I kind of want to change what we normally see as rainy days. Because normally people see rainy days as a bad day. I don't. I don't. It was going to be saving for a rainy day. So that means when the rainy days come, we put ourselves in a position to not have a rainy day that day. Or if it's a rainy day for you, it's sad, it's gloomy, it's dark, but let me give you some motivation because the sun always come out after that.
Yeah. That's yeah. I mean that breakdown that just once again it shows, you know, one, your knowledge, you know what I'm saying, and your awareness, you know what I'm saying, like you're connected. It's not just making music for making music's sake. Like there are messages there. That's why I wanted to really just kind of sort of highlight the water thing, you know what I'm saying, because of, you know, like your music and the type of music that you made, you know what I'm saying. I knew that there was some, I won't say hidden message, to me it's there, but you know what I'm saying, it's still one of those messages that like it's an overarching theme if you're paying attention, you know.
But you know what? It's kind of like you said earlier when you said when you're making music, it's not like you're talking at people. It's like you're talking to them. And to be honest, I'm not talking to the regular you. The piece that catches it for a reason. It knows what I'm saying. There's a higher consciousness and a lower consciousness that say we have. So it's just like hypnotism or meditation, or when you listen to an inspiring video, a motivational video or something like that, you know, they say it goes into your subconscious. What I'm saying, you know, I'm gonna tap into that. So
yeah,
it's not just it's real deeper. It's deeper than rap, as you could say. It's not just rap. I'm speaking life into the individual as I'm saying this.
Yeah, absolutely, man. I mean, this man, you know, this one of those interviews, you know what I'm saying, I wish we had a little bit longer for, you know what I mean, but I mean, just these gems, I think a lot of people going, you know, they're gonna run back the tape just on this, you know, this piece right here. They're gonna have to, you know. And I definitely got to shout out our second guest for the day, Danielle Black. She's waiting in the green room, and she even said she's loving the messages in this interview. So, you know, say you dropping some signs, brother.
Oh yeah, man, I appreciate it. I was definitely giving her some love too, man. But everybody that's watching here, I was saying, yo, stay tuned. 12 p.m. We got Miss Danielle Black coming on.
Yes. Definitely got to show the love, you know what I'm saying? Like, and that's what we love to see when, you know, when the artists, even if you don't know one another, show love to each other, you know what I'm saying? And I mean, that's part of why we do what we do, to build a community, you know what I'm saying? To build this ecosystem, you know what I'm saying? That it's not just, oh, I'm just coming on here for me, you know, like there's been times like we brought people on and like they built relationships with one another and they didn't even know each other, you know what I'm saying? And I think that's how we grow stronger as an artist community, you know what I'm saying? Because I feel like when we're doing a lot of the other things outside, and I'm teeing up my brother when I say this, when we do a lot of the things outside of the music, it makes us even stronger as well, because we have those resources, we have those people that we can lean on, we can talk to, and that we vibe with. That's the key thing, because you know having that synergy with people is absolutely important, you know. So but yeah, I mean, you kind of talked about it a little bit, and like I said, I'm teeing up my brother with the the additionals, on top of the music, and that is deeper, it's bigger than the music. So, bro, I'm gonna go ahead and tap you in for this part.
Yeah, I mean, I'm thoroughly impressed. And anybody who know when I say that's a lot.
Mm-hmm.
The thing is, yeah, I mean, I'm just still struggling because I'm like, we need this. Outside the music, then, since we'll go there, I'm just gonna go there. Outside the music, because I really like the passion. So I definitely want to know what else you have going on. What do you see? I don't even like asking like no fire, but we all have to build a picture of what we want in life. So I always want to know what people's pictures are, because music is like to me like the passion, like well the business, I guess, but
springboard, yeah,
right, it's the springboard. Like that's how we get introduced to people, through our art.
Yeah. But
our art also have accompanying of other things that we, our passions in life. So it's pretty much like, yeah, I'm really asking like outside of music. Like I said, I'm hearing you open your pineal gland. That's right. You decalcified it. I'm gonna say it like that. Bow for anybody watching. That's right. Decalcified that pineal gland, that third eye vision. So with that, what else you have going on outside of music, and how can we, we experience more of you, because that's what this platform is about.
Oh no, absolutely, man, no problem at all. So at the moment, I just completed writing a book, and I'm going to be getting ready to publish my book and put that out pretty soon. I have one of my good people on here, man, from the 901 Union, my guy Artavius, man, shout out to him. He's going to help me turn it into a series, so I can make multiple books throughout times, and I can be able to connect with people and give information on spirituality, family, finances, motivation, and leaving a legacy. Because that's what I'm working on building right now, is leaving my legacy, which is my footprint on this earth and what I did to help my family, become financially abundant, spiritually abundant, physically abundant, mentally, and all of that. I do have a landscaping company out here in DC, greater DC area. It's called the Seed of Netter, LLC, and Netter, Neter. That's the Egyptians' gods. There was the name, or Mer, which is the Moors that were on the pyramids, pyramids of Giza, because they signed them. That was their art after they told their story. So the Seed of Netter, LLC, that is my landscaping company. On top of that, working on new music. I'm working on financial literacy. That's one of my next things that I'm getting myself into, to be able to give financial coaching and be a motivational speaker at the same time, as well as improve my finances myself, and then help individuals, get into like their first homes, start their savings accounts, talk to them about, insurance, things like that, stocks, getting your will, getting your trust set up, really leaving your legacy for your family. So, we moving within this game that they call commerce, or this life, correctly, and we taking control of it.
Yeah. Man.
Well, boom. Well, definitely, you should be in my inbox real soon, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, let's do that.
Yeah. That's great, man.
Especially, I need a copy. Well, I need all signed copies of all your books so I can put them up. So I can be like, yeah, I got that. I need all signed for you.
I got you.
Yeah, absolutely. So let everybody know where they can follow you on social media, and where they can get a copy of Long Time Coming, and also when they can expect to see Rainy Days, the video, and be able to get the single as well.
Oh yeah, no problem. So I'm gonna start off my music. The album name is Long Time Coming by DeShawn. It's on every platform, so you can check it out. Whether you got Apple, Spotify, Deezer, anything of that sort. Just type in DeShawn, RA space DESHAWN, baby. Just as you see on the screen below. Also, my IG is @_DeShawn. It's all one word there, but just underscore first Ra DeShawn. Y'all can check me out on IG. That's where I'll be doing most of my, posts and advertising and things like that. Twitter sometime, but it's Ra_DeShawn. I know this is a lot, y'all, so bear with me. Thank you.
And that's why we got it scrolling.
It's at Ra_DeShawn. So y'all can check that out. So Rainy Days is going to be coming out on January 11th. It's going to drop on every platform exclusively. I already loaded it up. We're going to have that going. I do have the video complete already. And I'm going to try to get that going within the first week of January or maybe the second. I'm going to give my team to make sure we promote it right, make sure we get everything done the right way.
All right. That sounds great, man. Sounds great. And I know you also have you wanted to tease us with a little bit of that, saying Rainy Days Live.
I know I got a little something, so
okay.
I'm gonna give y'all a quick today.
All right.
The first verse of this Rainy Days, man.
All right, cool. Y'all get this live.
I appreciate it, man.
Yeah, we appreciate you, brother. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So, we'll go here.
Yes, we appreciate everybody who's been tapped in with us. Read a couple comments where Rod's setting up. Nika said, dang, sounds exactly what I talked about on my live yesterday, LOL. And she said, got to get Rod back on for a Sunday, bars for life. Yes.
Oh,
indeed. Yeah, for
I'm
sure.
heavily interested in that.
Yeah, extensive conversation, you know what I mean?
Yes,
then Lady C said, love is all we need. That's super dope. Hashtag author, and then powerful. I love it. And then shout out to my sis, my twin, Yolanda, watching all the way from the UAE. Appreciate you for tapping in with us internationally. You know what I'm saying? And then shout out to Ray Gideon Peoples on the check-in Team Bars. We got Team Bars repping strong today. So, you know what I'm saying? Whenever you ready, brother. You know what I'm saying? We ready for you. Yeah.
Let me go and get it going.
All right.
You good?
Yeah, you good.
Hey, cook it up, swag. Look, it's real life when I speak. It's super smooth and you know it. And for all the rainy days, I thank God I was chosen. And I ain't never been ashamed to praise God, better know it. Because my cup runneth over and he keep on pouring. And that's the show. It's real life, no fake. Don't rock the snake and no Jake. Turning my life into a portrait out of my portrait. Cooking up with sorbet. Leave a hater with sore face. Still watch my words. That's sort of double-edged blade. I don't move without aim. Any chance that I'ma take, it's gonna benefit my family at the end of the day. At the beginning of the day, I wake up and I pray. Put actions behind the words when I go and make a play. And with the homie Nipsey say, you gotta stack it in your safe. Make it happen, it be great. I learned some knowledge, use the game. I gotta stay up out the way. That's why I stay up in my lane. I got some guns, money, music, hitting for a rainy day. Lord.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I mean, stop every time as much as I can get.
It's all good, man. Hey, you know what I'm saying? Getting that live is different than, you know what I'm saying, hearing it on the wax, you know what I'm saying? Wax these days. So
yeah, I appreciate it. Thank you, man, for letting me do that. You know, everybody, yes. I got an exclusive sneak peek. That's my track, Rainy Days. It's going to be out January 11th. So y'all make sure y'all go check it out on all platforms.
For sure. Well, we definitely appreciate the time and the energy and I mean the knowledge and the wisdom, brother. You know what I'm saying? We definitely appreciate that. So yeah, I mean you gave us Rainy Days Live, and of course, you know, we got to play at least one from you. You know what I'm saying? That you sent us. I want to play this Butter Pecan Vegan, man. This is my jam, bro. Like, I absolutely love this song right here. Like I told you, you know, Calvin Williams, Lush Vibes Radio, he played it last night, so you know he got an ear, you know. So if he hear what I hear, then he know.
Okay, yeah, I appreciate it. Let's do it.
Yeah, so why don't you go ahead and introduce that to the people, bro?
All right, everybody. So this is my song from my album, Long Time Coming. It's called Butter Pecan Vegan. This one is for the ladies. And, you know, this one is about health, you know, and prosperity.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
Without further ado.
Yes. So we're going to go ahead and play that. And I might as well go ahead and bring her into the stream since she's been waiting. We're going to come right back with Danielle Black, who is here with us.
Hey, how you doing?
What's up, everyone?
Hey, you've been chomping at the bit. I saw you in there, you know, excited about all the things that Rob was saying. So, you know.
Yeah. Did you notice I couldn't sit still? Honestly, this interview was so amazing. Congrats to you. I am so happy that I tuned in when I did because, you know, I asked God for like signs and just like fill me in. We're literally on the same wavelength. I'm getting ready to write my own book. And I have a song called Pecan Pie, so it's just crazy.
How about that?
I think this is so amazing. This is such a great day. I have chills all over my body.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. How about that?
That is amazing.
All right. Well, how about that? All right. Well, let's go ahead and play that Butter Pecan Vegan. We're going to play that, and then we're going to come right back with Danielle Black. You know what I'm saying? Have a convo with her. So y'all are tuned in to the official Hump Day Motivation for the DMV and beyond. Bars.